Man wanted for shooting his co-worker after an argument in the Allegheny West neighborhood. Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we're in the state of Pennsylvania. We're currently in the city of Philadelphia. Today we're going to be doing a virtual reality 360 tour of the Allegheny West hood here in North Philadelphia. It's about 57 degrees right now. We had a high of 60 degrees today. It was a relatively warm day. We're at the intersection of 27th and Cambria. We have Sunrise Deli 2, ice cold beer on our right hand side. Past the gentleman who had a drink in his hand with a very bright fluorescent pink shirt. We have Abandoned House on our right hand side. This block has 2-story residential row homes. Some have open porches, some have closed porches. We have 2 homes that are abandoned. Look on our left hand side. It looks like it was probably one whole property that was probably rented off. Some Florida tags on our right. We're at 27th and Commerce Ave. Now we're approaching 27th and Indiana Ave. We're going to continue traveling northbound on 27th Street, the 3000 block of 27th Street. We have a Jaguar right there that looks pretty stripped with no tags and everything, guys. The front end is stripped, it got flats, and there's no tags on it. We're passing 27th and Toronto. There's a playground on our left-hand side with kids playing ball. Looks like 2 youngsters with their older sibling. Could be a father, could be an older brother, older uncle. Let me go over these bumps ever so cautiously. We're at 27th and Clearfield. On our right hand side, we have one of the SEPTA bus headquarters. That's where they go for repairs, for cleaning, and possibly storage. We're at 27th and Clearfield. We're going to continue moving forward until we reach Allegheny Ave. We have a female crossing the street. She looks ever so smooth, ever so cool. She's walking with like the perfect strut. Like she's moving her shoulders in such a way, like I feel like she's about to, you know, it is about to go down. Like she about to, you know, go handle some business. There's an abandoned house on our left. Look at the whole front of it. There's a giant hole and there's a lot right next to it, which means there was a house once there that got knocked down. We have some buses on our right hand side. Remember, this is the SEPTA bus, one of the headquarters where they park the buses and service them and whatnot. We're now approaching Allegheny Ave. We're at the intersection of 27th and Allegheny Ave. So I can go right, still be in the Allegheny West neighborhood. I can go left, still be in the Allegheny West neighborhood. I can go forward about a block and still be in the Allegheny West neighborhood. I think what I will do for today's Allegheny West exploration, because I have covered this neighborhood over a dozen times, I will go right, left, I'll come around, and then I'll come back down like 28th Street, just to give you guys a little bit of variety. Remember, this is a 360 immersive tour, so you can look around in any given direction whenever you choose to. Look at the Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority. You see what I was talking about? Let's make this left-hand turn right here next to the Allegheny Mini Market. Okay, we're gonna turn left. It looks like there's a car double parked in the middle of the street. Shucks, I wish I would have knew that before I turned. She's waving at me. I don't know why she's waving, but I'll give her the Princess Diana wave right back. We have an older woman right here. She looks like she's probably talking to somebody, maybe one of her kids came by to see her for the holidays. So the Allegheny West neighborhood is located in North Philadelphia. It is named after an association formed by the Pep Boys and Tasty Bacon Company, among others, and the community bordering East Falls, Strawberry Mansion, and Tioga Nicetown. Yeah, so right around the corner from here, there was the Tasty Cake Factory, the Bud Factory, I believe one of the Pep Boys headquarters. So as you heard, the Allegheny West neighborhood was named based on, I believe, probably their decision. That's a one-way, but they went left, so monkey do, monkey see. I had wanted to go left anyway, so look at it, monkey do, monkey see. Let's go left. Look at these garages on our right. I remember documenting this area before. Check it out. Those garages look rinky-dink, right? They beat. I don't even think there's anything behind them. I think it's just a front skeleton, and I think because I saw light through one of those windows. We have a gentleman on our right cuffing up his army fatigue suit, and he had some butters, some double sole butters. If you guys don't know what double sole butters are, it's the traditional Timberlands, the tan Timberlands with the suede, but they have a double sole. They don't have a single sole, they have a double sole. They're more expensive than the traditional ones. We have a center island on our left-hand side, which has some vegetation, a little walkway, some bushes. On our right and on our left, we have homes. So at least if you live on this block and you got a dog, you can walk your dog right in the middle. You don't got to go far. You know what I mean? You don't got to go walk to a park unless you choose to. We have Brown Lady Hair Studio on our left-hand side. Start loving black people. I love you. That's what it says out front. That looks like a really nice little establishment they got going on there. We're at 27th and Allegheny. We're going to continue traveling westbound on Allegheny Ave. We're passing Edding Street. Let's make this left on Pennock or Peenock, P-E-N-N-O-C-K. We had the neighborhood supermarket on our right-hand side. As you guys may notice, they only have one-sided parking, parallel parking on one side of the street. And it looks like there's a whole lot more houses than there is cars here. Proud home of a St. Martin de Porres Catholic school graduate. 2 houses had that, so I guess 2 houses had graduates from that school. And they were proud enough to put that picket sign out front of their property. All right, we're at 28th and Clearfield. We're traveling westbound on the 2800 block of Clearfield. We have a little picnic area on our left-hand side. Some homes on our right. There's a little go-kart out there too. What? There's a little go-kart. The hoarder in me wants to jump out and pick it up. We got East Washington Road School on our left-hand side. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. You can't make a right on red unless it's 6 p.m. It's not 6 p.m. yet, but the light's about to turn green. So let's go. We're passing 29th and Clementine. Let's make this right on Wishart. Oh, I could show you guys the factories. Might as well show you guys the factories that I was talking about, like the Tasty Cake or the Bud and all that. That's around the corner. I'll at least try to show you some of them. They ended up repurposing the factories though. I used to hang out in those factories when they were abandoned. I was always intrigued by abandoned buildings, especially like big ones. Like regular teeny houses, they don't really intrigue me because, you know, it's simple. It's a house. But big factories were always really cool. I would get an adrenaline rush exploring factories at nighttime because you could barely see. You really need a flashlight to see. As you can see, there's a lot of people out and about. On our left, we got people just, you know, out. You got somebody leaning on a vehicle talking on the phone. Let's make this right on Clementine. It's a nice tiny block to give you guys an idea. Wow, we got a pretty cool classic on our right-hand side. Let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a big fan of blue, but they painted the chrome bumpers blue too, which I'm not a big fan of. The bodywork's a little shoddy. But I mean, overall, still a pretty cool classic. Needs a little TLC. DJ Turn Up. DJ Turn Up. Somebody has a vinyl graphic on the back of their windshield that says DJ Turn Up. He must be a DJ. Check out this little, what is this? Famous Water Ice. That's a Water Ice van. Look at this building on our left. It's all boarded up. Must be abandoned. We're at 29th and Clementine once again. Okay, I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. We're gonna take this straight so that you guys can see the old factories, the Bud factory and all that stuff. Not far from here. So we're near Northwest Philadelphia. You can enter East Falls right around the corner, which is a whole nother neighborhood all in itself. East Falls, surprisingly, believe it or not, Allegheny West comes up on the top 10 worst neighborhoods here in Philadelphia, right? But right around the corner is East Falls. East Falls doesn't come up on that list. It's a lot better area than over here. The deeper you go into East Falls, you can see the style of the housing change. It's a pretty quiet little area. So it's ironic because it's right around the corner from a troubled area. Notice I put that in quotes. We're on 29th and Allegheny. We had Rodriguez Grocery on our right hand side. Let's make this right-hand turn on Hunting Park. Look on our left. You see that factory? I've been all in and out of that factory, even on the roof. Wonderful place, but they repurposed it to a U-Haul. I even shot music videos in there. I think I shot like 2 music videos in there, but it was abandoned. Pretty cool factory. And then up and down Hunting Park, there were several other factories. So during the industrial decline here in Philadelphia, and that was happening across America after World War II, a lot of the factories ended up getting closed down. Look at, we got Checkers. Look at, there's a closed Checkers. Most of the Philadelphia Checkers have closed. I think there's still a few open. Look at the Bud building over there. Yeah, I think I took Omi on top of this building, right? I took you on top of one of those buildings when it was abandoned. But again, they ended up repurposing it, so now we can't hang out in them like how we used to. So there was an older name, which I did see a sign around the corner that said Swamp Poodle or Swamp Poodle. That was the older name of this neighborhood. And there was a sign around the corner that said Swamp Poodle, keep your neighborhood clean or something. The name is now archaic, although SEPTA's proposed Swamp Poodle connection was named for it as recently as 1980s. Finkel defines Swamp Poodle as junction of 3 railroad lines in the vicinity. See right here, this big old building, Bud Bioworks. Now it looks like they're doing something related to, I guess, biochemistry or something. Look at biomanufacturing over here on the left hand side. That used to be all abandoned, guys. Now it's repurposed. And I've walked up here. I've literally been inside this overpass and everything. I've been all throughout this building. And this building over here was all abandoned. All it is, it was all connected. And if you knew how to explore, I used to be able to get through all the buildings. It was really fun. It was really fun. Look at it. This still looks like it's fairly abandoned, but it's gated. It has a gate, which that was never there before. It was surrounding the whole property. So believe it or not, entering here, we're entering some of the Tioga Nicetown hood. And if we continue traveling forward, we'll be in Tioga, the Tioga neighborhood. So we gotta get out of this little area and head right back. I just wanted you guys to see those factories. You can see that the house has changed here dramatically. You see the difference? Abandoned house on my right. But you can see the style. Look at the top of the roof of this one on my left on the 2200 block of Atlantic. 3-story home, a lot larger. Look on my right. Look at the details on the front of those properties. They're not in the best shape, but you could just tell by the size and the details. Back in the day, this was a prestigious area. And I'm talking about back in the day, like 1900s. They're doing a lot of work on this block. Look at 23rd and Tioga. Those properties right there are sweet. Like this one right here with those stones. Oh man, look at the arches and everything. 2230. Beautiful property. There's still some hidden gems around the North Philadelphia area. Alright, we're gonna make this right-hand turn. You see Nicetown? Remember I told y'all that we were in the Nicetown, Tioga area? This is Nicetown Auto Repair. I told you. But it's cool. Look at this RV. Oh, the back window's broken. Dang, somebody broke the back window. Look at, they did a bunch of dumping. All those tires back there, y'all saw that? All those tires next to the railroad tracks. Those railroad tracks are still active too. So the Allegheny West neighborhood receives an F rating based on crime, provided by areavibes.com. In the Allegheny West neighborhood, at one point, I remember documenting it. Wow, we got a lot of cars turning towards us. I remember it was on top 5 worst areas. Top 5. All right, we're gonna make a left-hand turn. That's the factory in front of us. See how you got a bunch of graffiti? Let me be careful. So in Allegheny West, if you watch my Strawberry Mansion 360 virtual reality tour, you hear these numbers, you're gonna know they're astronomically high compared to Strawberry Mansion. And Strawberry Mansion's right next to Allegheny West, and it's also a troubled area. In Allegheny West, total crime is up 242% above the national average. Violent crime is up 557% above the national average. Property crime is up 179% above the national average. Check it out, there's a dude on my right who's opening up the gate. He has like a yellow set of pants on, one of those work sets of pants with the fluorescent yellow. Key findings show that in Allegheny West, it is said you have a 1 in 13 chance of becoming a victim of crime. Allegheny West is said to be safer than 5%, a whopping 5% of cities in Pennsylvania. As you can see, this is majority industrial. There's a lot of industrial in the area. But if you want to check out more of the residential area, make sure to check out some of my older Allegheny West videos. I get a little bit more in depth so you guys can see some of the blocks you didn't get a chance to see today.